What's up? Tim Sykes, Millionaire Mentor here, just working. I want to show you basically what it takes. You're going to have to work hard to be successful. You're going to be focused on your laptop or your smartphone or something. I'm just responding to people. My job is mainly teaching more than it is trading. And I'm multitasking. And this is what you're going to have to do if you want to be a successful trader. You know, it's not just about trading. Most millionaires have multiple streams of income. So I want to show you that. But most importantly, you know, this is, oh my God. These people are asking, what is the difference between penny stocking silver and stocks to trade? STT is data. Silver is knowledge. You need both. Study hard. What I was saying is that most millionaires have multiple streams of income, and you need to learn to multitask, especially on weekends. That's what today's video is about. Right now, I'm filming this on a Friday afternoon. The market's about to close, actually. I don't see any truly great trades, so I'm not going to force anything, but I'm always looking. It doesn't matter if it's 2 p.m. on a Friday or 3:52 p.m. Eastern right now. I want to be prepared, and I want to look. I kind of want to be like on my toes, like trading like a sniper. And then on the weekend, even though the market is closed, I want you to utilize the weekends well. Too many of you guys take your foot off the pedal. You get lazy. You close your laptop, you turn off your computer like, done for the week. The best traders I know, the most successful people in the stock market, they utilize the weekend. They don't say, oh, this is time off to get lazy. They go into overdrive. And I know this isn't probably what you want to hear. This doesn't sound fun. Getting rich isn't fun. Being successful, it's not fun, or becoming successful. It is fun once you get there. Once you're rich, you can take any day off you want. You don't have to work another day in your life, especially if you choose some very safe options, just protecting your money. You earn a little interest or a little income. But most of you guys, if not all of you guys watching this, are not rich yet. So my job for you is to get you rich, to get you knowledgeable. In order to get rich, you need knowledge. I don't just create millionaires who get lucky. This isn't like a strategy like winning the lotto, like some BS thing. The way that I've created millionaires, they've started with just a few $1,000s, and they've worked their butts off every single day, even on weekends. So a lot of people say, okay, Tim, I see you say no days off on weekends. What do I do on weekends? This market's closed. There's nothing to learn. Well, I know that Bitcoin and these cryptocurrencies trade on the weekend. I'm not saying do that. I'm saying study the past, okay? No matter how long you've been studying the market, if you've been in it for a year, 2 years, 5 years, okay, you have that little small chunk of experience. That's good. Or maybe you're just starting and you don't have any experience. Look into the past. I've cataloged every single good pattern over the past 5 years. I have a massive video lesson library of roughly 5,000 video lessons now, thousands of webinars, not just from me, but also Tim Grittani, Michael Good, Mark Crook, Tim Bowen, several of my top students. And if you're a Trading Challenge student, you have access to all of those webinars. Study them. Some of them are live trading. Some of them are Q&A. After you study enough, you'll realize this gets kind of repetitive. This isn't rocket science. There's not so much to learn. It's just a little overwhelming in the beginning. So even if you have a 9-to-5 job, I have a lot of part-time students. Study at night. Study on weekends. Use whatever time you can to get ahead, growing your knowledge. You need to grow your knowledge first before you can grow your monetary account. And I know that's not fun. I know you want to make money right away. A lot of people doubt that this is even real. They're like, well, I need to make money, then I'll study. Show me how to make $200, then I'll study. It doesn't work that way. Okay? I can't, show you how to be a doctor before you do like a surgery. Like you have to study first to be a doctor for years, and eventually after you master it, you can do successful surgeries. This isn't going to cost you 6 figures or a decade of your life to learn, because this isn't medical school, but it's the same kind of theory. You need to learn first and then make money. It's not just about hot picks. So you really need to understand that. I wish it were different, but if you doubt me, if your family and friends have told you not to do this and they're like getting to you, that's fine. I'm not offended. I only have time for dedicated students. I'm kind of overwhelmed as it is. I'm looking for more students, but only if you're sure. So if you have doubts, if you need like upfront, money and profits to make you actually study, that's not going to work. You're going to have to study for months, if not years, before you're consistently profitable. Even my top student, Tim Bertani, who's now taken $1,500 of his own money, turned it into $4.5 million in roughly 5 years. He was not consistently profitable for the first 9 months. I get emails from some of you like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months in, and you're like, oh, I'm about to give up. I'm so frustrated. If you're not even going to give it 9 months, like arguably the best trader in the world did before he found consistent profits, not like before he found $1 million. He didn't make his first million until 3 years in. And he is arguably the best trader in the world. I haven't seen anybody else posting his kinds of percentages and his winning and his knowledge. You Trading Challenge students have, 5 or 6 dozen webinars of his to go through. He did not get it all at once, all at first. And you can't expect that yourself. You need to give yourself time. This is a marathon, not a sprint. This is why I say if you have doubts, it's not going to work. I'm not going to, have time to repeat myself. You're not going to want to put in the time required. So for me, it's about finding dedicated students and people who are sure. There's no harm in you quitting. There's literally no harm in you saying, Tim, this isn't for me. That's okay. Okay. I trade penny stocks. I know who I am. I know the vast majority of the world thinks all penny stocks are a scam. They should never be touched. I get it. I post pictures of cash. Some people think it's prop money. It's not. I go to the bank. I actually have a video with Business Insider. They went to the bank with me. It's my $1 million. I earned it. I wanted to take out more. The bank wouldn't let me. I could take out, $5 million from the bank if I wanted to. I don't post prop money. I don't just, rent a car for a day. I actually have bought my Lamborghini and I have bought my Ferrari. And I do travel all over the world. I don't get comp trips from any hotel. I pay the hotels. I actually do have a charity. The charity is not some tax haven. I don't make money on it. I actually did just donate $1 million a few weeks ago to Pencils of Promise. I'm real. And I want you to realize that. I'm not always going to be perfect. Sometimes I'll break my rules. Sometimes I'll have a stupid trade. I'll lose money, but I'm going to share it with you as honestly as I can, because if this is going to work between me and you, I have to be as honest as possible and you have to be as honest with me as possible. That's why I'm saying if you want to quit, I won't be offended. You'll save me time. You're doing me a favor weeding yourself out earlier rather than later. If you don't think you have what it takes to be a millionaire, if you have like this self-doubt, like, oh, it only happens to other people, it'll never happen to me. With that attitude, you're right. You need to actually believe that you can become a millionaire. You actually need to put in the ridiculous amount of work ethic. And even then, you're not guaranteed to make $1 million, especially at first. I just want to be totally clear with you. I want to be totally upfront with you so you don't have the wrong expectations. Most of my students are not millionaires. Again, most of my students start with just a few $1,000s. So if you turn, let's say 5,000 into 50,000, you're not a millionaire, but you've learned how to make 10 times your money. So it's not the end of the world not to be a millionaire. It's much more important, especially in the beginning, for you to learn good habits. How do you grow an account exponentially? Because if you can learn how to grow a $5,000 account into 10,000 or 50,000 or 100,000, then you can take that 50 or 100,000 and turn it into $1 million. It's the same kind of philosophy. So that's what I do. Let me know if you want to learn. The market actually just closed. I'm not closing my laptop. I'm going to actually continue to work. Use the weekends. Have the right mindset. Have patience. Accept the fact that sometimes you're going to be wrong and you're going to have losses. Accept the fact that you're human. You're not going to always catch the exact bottom or the exact top. Oftentimes, I'll sell way too soon. Just the other day, I bought DCTH in the 8 cent a share area. I was traveling, so I didn't really want to risk it. I sold in the 9 cent area. I made like $700. Then it went to 30 cents. And people were like, oh, Tim, you mistimed it so bad. When I'm traveling, I'm trying to do trading, but I'm not always going to be perfect. Tim Gertani was huge. He was long too in the 8 cent a share area. He was giving a live webinar when the day that it went to 30 cents, but I think he sold at 11 cents and he made like, $7 grand. So even the best trader in the world sold before the stock tripled. So I want you to understand no one trade matters. We often mistime things, but we were both on the right track. And being on the right track more times than not, that allows you to learn in the future and do better trades in the future. So this is a process. If you understand it, leave a comment underneath this video saying, I love the process, because that's what this is about. I've said this to several media legends who have interviewed me. It's not just about the millions of dollars. I said this to Larry King. I said this to Steve Harvey. The millions of dollars are nice. The luxuries are nice. The freedom is the nicest. But it's the journey. It's the process. It's the grind. If I lost all my money today, for some reason, maybe if I had like a bad broker, if I tried like an offshore broker or something and they collapsed, or a prop firm, I'd be okay because I would know how to get it back because I am self-sufficient. I have knowledge. That's what I want for you. That's what I'm most proud of with my millionaire students. They don't just, have $1 million. They weren't just like spoon-fed picks and they follow me. Actually, most of my millionaire students like to bet against me. They like to short sell. I like to dip buy. So sometimes we're in the same stock on the opposite side. It doesn't mean that any one of us is right or wrong. We have different time frames. Sometimes I buy a stock for a dip. I sell for a 10, 20, 30% bounce on that dip. And then Tim Bertani is shorting that bounce. And then he makes 10, 20, 30% on the way down. It's whatever pattern works for you. There's no one magic formula. And I just want to be totally clear with you. That's why I'm the most successful teacher. No ego involved, just experience. And I want this to be a good experience for you. I want this to be a good experience for me. I'm tired of lazy students. I can't deal with you and your whining and your BS and your excuses. So if that's you, please do me a favor. Do my team a favor. Don't talk with us. Don't become a student. We're more than overwhelmed already from people who do have the right attitude. And it's for them that we save our time. It's for them that we work our butts off. I have a team of roughly 40 people now. It's not just me teaching. Very grateful to every one of you for watching this video and taking the time. But at the same time, if you really want to take your education to the max, this is going to be a grind. So you better love the journey. You better love the process. And if you want, let's do it.
My name is Tim Sykes, and I teach people to trade stocks. I am a self-made multimillionaire.
So this is the ideal trade that I'm going to talk about. I want you guys to understand every single aspect of this trade.